This item passes. Madam Comptroller, could you please call item number 2?
Item number 2 is a resolution approving an honorary street name change on Front Street between Poplar Avenue and Beale Street for Judge Vernice Bowie Donald, District 7, Super District 8. This resolution is sponsored by Councilwoman Swearingen Washington.
Councilwoman Swearingen Washington, you're recognized.
What an honor, what a trailblazer, what a role model right here in the city of Memphis. Today is your day, Judge Vernice Bowie Donald. Whereas on occasion, the Memphis City Council has seen fit to honor citizens who have enriched the community, and the Honorable Vernice Bowie Donald, a historian figure who has brought honor and accolades to the city of Memphis, the state of Tennessee, and to the United States of America as a pioneering leader in the judiciary, is certainly worthy of recognition and honor. Whereas Judge Vernice Bowie Donald made history when she was elected to the Shelby County General Sessions Court, Division 9, in August 1982, becoming the first African-American female judge in the history of Tennessee. Come on up closer. She exemplified fairness, impartiality, dignity, and respect for all who appeared in the court. In 1988, she was appointed to the U.S. Bankruptcy Court, Western District of Tennessee, where she became the first woman in Tennessee's history to serve as a bankruptcy judge, and the first African-American woman in the history of the United States to serve as a bankruptcy judge. And whereas in 1995, Judge Donald was nominated to the United States District Court for the Western District of Tennessee by President William Jefferson Clinton and confirmed by the U.S. Senate, becoming the first African-American female federal judge in Tennessee's history. You go, girl. And was also nominated by President Barack Obama to the United States Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit, becoming the first African-American woman to serve on that court and the first African-American in Tennessee's history to serve at that level.
You know, one of the good things about being able to watch the council meetings is to get a good idea of the personalities for the council people that are sitting on that bench. You know, you may have exposure to them if you live in the communities and they happen to live near where you live, or, you know, they've knocked on the door and all the rest of that good stuff. But, you know, seeing them have their spot, you know, you don't know everything about their views. I guess you could see that over time when you watch these city council meetings and see the things that they speak up on and vote for and against. But it's good to see them in their natural kind of state, you know, praising someone else, because, you know, I didn't know anything about Councilwoman Swearingen Washington before. Now I have a different type of idea because I'm seeing her right now recognize someone else. So, I mean, you know, it's good to pay attention and know what's going on and see your councilwoman in action.
Lord have mercy. Councilwoman White. Do we need to go back? No, you're right here.
Whereas Judge Donald received her law degree from the University of Memphis Cecil C. Humphrey School of Law, where she later served as a member of the Law Alumni Chapter Board of Directors and as an adjunct faculty member. She received a Master of Laws degree from Duke University School of Law and an honorary Doctor of Laws from Suffolk University. She frequently serves as faculty for the Federal Judicial Center, the Berkeley Judicial Institute, various international judicial programs spanning more than 25 countries, and the National Judicial College, where she currently serves as the Cabelli Distinguished Jurist in Residence for Rule of the Law. Judge Donald's always teaching us. And whereas Judge Donald currently serves on the Board of Directors for the Appellate Judges Education Institute and is a member of the prestigious American Law Institute. In addition, she serves as the chair of the National Bar Association's Judicial Council Education Committee and has received the Judicial Council's President and Chair Awards, along with other special service awards. She has served as president of the National Association of Women Judges and the Association of Women Attorneys, fostering collaboration with other judicial organizations and significantly increasing members and revenues.
So again, this is Councilwoman White speaking the second half of the bio for Judge Donald.
Whereas Judge Donald, after more than 40 years of distinguished service to the judiciary, joined the preeminent law firm, I know this, Virtual Porter Johnson PLLC in Memphis City as a member, where she provides arbitration, mediation, appellate advisory, moot court, and mock trial services. And whereas Judge Donald is internationally recognized legal scholar who has lectured and trained judges around the world and baby lawyers in the areas of intellectual property, case management, bankruptcy law, judicial ethics, and alternate dispute resolution. Whereas Judge Donald has received over 100 awards for professional, civic, and community activities, including the Pillars of Excellence Award, the Sandra Day O'Connor Award, the Distinguished Alumni Award from the University of Memphis, the Martin Luther King Community Service Award, and the Benjamin Hooks Award presented by the Memphis Bar Foundation. In 2020, the American Bar Association Labor and Employment Law Section successfully petitioned the ABA Board of Governors to create the Judge Vernice, I have a hard time saying the first name, I think I'm gonna get in trouble, Donald Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award, with Judge Donald as the inaugural, that's your own award, as the inaugural recipient. And whereas Judge Donald has been married to W.L. Dunn Donald for 51 years. Wow. And enjoys the support of her close-knit family, friends, and community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Memphis City Council that Front Street between Poplar Avenue and Beale Street be designated as Judge Vernice Bowie Donald Street.
So, on Front Street between Poplar
Law, judicial ethics, and alternate dispute resolution. Whereas Judge Donald has received over 100 awards for professional, civic, and community activities, including the Pillars of Excellence Award, the Sandra Day O'Connor Award, the Distinguished Alumni Award from the University of Memphis, the Martin Luther King Community Service Award, and the Benjamin Hooks Award presented by the Memphis Bar Foundation. In 2020, the American Bar Association Labor and Employment Law Section successfully petitioned the ABA Board of Governors to create the Judge Vernice, I have a hard time saying the first name, I think I'm gonna get in trouble, Donald Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award, with Judge Donald as the inaugural, that's your own award, as the inaugural recipient. And whereas Judge Donald has been married to W.L. Dunn Donald for 51 years. Wow. And enjoys the support of her close-knit family, friends, and community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Memphis City Council that Front Street between Poplar Avenue and Beale Street be designated as Judge.
Wow. Yeah, that's a long stretch. So let's do this. I'll bring up maps. And let's just take a look to see what they're giving them. I'm curious. All right, so maps, and this is Memphis, Tennessee. All right, so we'll zoom in over here. He said Front Street. So this is Front, and that's going to be part of it. So right here. So actually, so this is going to be from Poplar to Beale Street. So this stretch here going all the way down, and that's probably going to be the most noticeable area all the way down to Beale Street. So here, so from Poplar to Beale. That's a nice stretch. That's a big thing. And it's something that's going to be forever. So, I mean, hey, yeah, that's good business.
Judge Vernice Bowie Donald Street. That will testify to exemplary life, distinguished career, and outstanding contributions to legal profession and community.
Vernice Bowie Donald Street.
Originally, this was sponsored by one particular council member. There were so many council members up in roar about someone bringing this without the entire council. I'm not sure if this happened before, at least since I've been here. This honorary street name change is sponsored by the entire Memphis City Council, maybe the second time. So let me finish. Be it further resolved that the city engineer is requested to affix suitable signs designating the public road effective with the passage of this resolution. Given under my hand, on the grace of the Memphis, the entire Memphis City Council, the 9th day of July, 2024. Congratulations.
Before we present you, Judge, we have a couple of people that want to say something. The first person, Judge Andre Mathis, who is the 6th Circuit County Appeals. Judge, if you will come at this time.
Thank you, Council Member Swearingen Washington, to Chair Smiley and all the council members. I'm honored and humbled to speak in support of the resolution to name part of Front Street after Judge Vernice Donald. I'm a judge on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 6th Circuit because of Judge Vernice Donald.
All right.
Now, one way, there's a simplistic reason for me saying that. There are limited seats on the 6th Circuit, and Judge Donald had to step down for her seat to become available. But it's much deeper than that. Judge Donald paved the way for me and so many others to join the judiciary. And she did it with grace and humility. I've told the story before of how I met Judge Donald when I was a first-year lawyer. By that time, she was already, as you've heard, she was already a historic figure, and I was already a nobody. But she took the time to go to lunch with me and provide me with great advice. And over the years, she provided me with various opportunities to be able to serve my communities. And there are countless stories like that. Judge Donald has broken down barriers that you've heard to make it possible for people like Ketanji Brown Jackson to become the first Black female Chief Justice on the U.S. Supreme Court. Judge Donald exemplifies Memphis like almost no one else. Memphis, from my perspective, is known for being a charitable city. Judge Donald has given way more than her share to the city, to the state of Tennessee, and to this country. And somehow, she found enough inside of her to travel to other countries to help them with their judicial systems. I leave you with this. Judge Donald's motto is, each day is a gift from God, and the service that we render is our gift to God. That being the case, she has overwhelmed God with gifts, and she has been a gift to this city. The least that we can do as a city is reciprocate by naming a street after her. So I'm honored to be able to speak in support of this resolution. Thank you.
And if we could hear from Attorney Nathan Biggs, please.
Thank you for the privilege of participating. We live in a world where it's common to express a lack of confidence in our fundamental institutions. I can think of nothing more inspirational to fight that cynicism than your actions here today to honor Judge Vernice Bowie Donald. No one among us is more worthy of this honor. For those of us who know her, she inspires us. The story of her youth when she helped to desegregate the DeSoto County schools inspires us. The record of justice and fairness she established as a judge, beginning in the General Sessions Courts, to the United States Bankruptcy Bench, to the Federal District Court in the Western District of Tennessee, to the second highest court in the land, the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. She inspires us. As a leader in the legal profession, as an officer of the American Bar Association, as a traveling scholar teaching the laws of inclusion and respect in faraway places like Cambodia and the Ukraine and across the United States, she inspires us. If you know Judge Donald, you know her emotional IQ, her native intelligence, and her warmth. Despite all that lofty accolades that she regularly receives, she never forgets that she is one of us, and she inspires us.
Now, from the words of the trailblazer, we have to hear from you, Judge.
Chairman Smiley, Chairman White, pardon me, I'm so sorry. She's my former law clerk.
She was one of the people who bullied her when she was going to all sponsors.
I want to say to my friend, an incredible woman, Councilwoman Jana Swearingen Washington, thank you so much for your thoughtfulness. Thank you for your sense of history, your sense of inclusion, your sense of recognition, and your sense of honor. I love to hear your voice. Thank you. I want to just start by saying, I know that you have a real agenda to take care of the business of the city this afternoon, and I want to honor that. I want to start by sharing a tiny poem with you that goes something like this. Lost yesterday, someplace between sunrise and sunset, 2 golden hours, each set with 60 diamond-studded minutes. No reward is offered, but they are gone forever. And that speaks to the value of time. We all have only so much time. And what we do with that time is important, because when this day closes at midnight tonight, no matter who we are, no matter what type of lofty title we might hold, we can never go back and re-enter July 9th, 2024. It is gone forever, locked in the annals of history. And that's why what we do is so important. So I want to honor you and say the following. I want to thank you for the opportunity to appear before you. I want to thank all of those who have supported me, whether it was with a kind word or a hug or a tribute or a sense of encouragement or a sense of inclusion. Thank you. And we owe that to our other citizens and travelers along life's journey. It's important how we value people, no matter who we are, because it is only that makes us the city, the state, and the nation that we are. We are, as a nation, only as good as or as strong as we treat the least in that community, state, or city.
Good point.
I'm grateful for this honor because Front Street offers a respectful bow to the past and an encouraging glance to the future. It embodies what is unique, what is great about our city. It sits on a bluff, truly exemplifying this city on a hill, this wonderful neighbor that we can sit and look out and beckon others who may not have the opportunities that we've had. It is a street that is a gateway to all that is good and great about this magnificent city. It is a place where we have culture, entertainment, food, education, justice. All of that is exemplified along this street. And it is exemplified even as it reminds us of our past history and encourages us to go further and to do better. I am pleased today to have this honor bestowed upon me. I know that this city is one of the first, this street is one of the first streets east of the river when the city was founded. It has still the legacies and the stories of the early inhabitants, the Chickasaw Nation. It has the commerce It has the commerce from being Cotton Row, where people from Arkansas, Mississippi, and Tennessee harvested their crops and brought them here. It's got all of the other things that we can talk about on a day when we have more time. But today, I want to say to you, let people look up on that street and say that here's a city that welcomes people and gives them an opportunity to achieve their dreams as long as their energy and effort match their dreams and aspirations. Thank you, Memphis City Council. Let us go and continue to be the city of good abode.
100% true. And that is the reason why Memphis is great. Understanding the history, the relevance, the importance of what Memphis was, the people that it's produced, that have touched the lives of a lot of other people, whether it's been known or not. We all strive to get to a point where we're contributing to the whole, and that was eloquently put, her entire speech. So congratulations to Judge Vernice Bowie Donald. Okay, so they're taking a bunch of pictures.